So when Steve handed the job over to me, he had 4 letters. And they were the first letters I answered. Dear Sugar, I dated this girl for a while only to reach the realization that she was a self-absorbed crazy. Last year, she and her best friend got into an argument, and they stopped being friends. My ex's friend called me up one night and asked me to hang out with her at her house. One thing led to another, and I ended up sleeping with her. A few days later, this former best friend of my ex tells me she's engaged. She wears this weird, short-haired wig while she breaks off our friends with benefits relationship. The thing is, I connected better with her in the 2 weeks we hung out than I did with my ex in months. Please help me figure out if I should never talk to either one of them again. I'm not a smart man, but I do know what love is. Gump. Dear Gump, I'd rather be sodomized by a plastic lawn flamingo than vote for a Republican. But as I consider your situation, I can't help but quote the former Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumsfeld, who quite wisely said, there are known knowns. There are things we know. We also know that there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there are some things we do not know. But there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we don't know. Shall we start with the known knowns when it comes to your little triangular quagmire, Gump? A, you found your ex-girlfriend to be crazy and broke up with her. B, you fucked your ex-girlfriend's ex-best friend for a fortnight and felt connected. C, in spite of such connection, your ex-girlfriend's ex-best friend donned a wig and announced that she has no interest in continuing to fuck you, claiming to be on the brink of a presumably monogamous and eternal connection to someone else. Which brings us to the known unknowns. A, why the wig? And if the wig, why the unnervingly short hair? B, is the ex-girlfriend's ex-best friend actually engaged to be married? Or is this simply a grandiose ruse to shake you from her disinterested but chicken shit tail? C, how can it be that so many people's ex-girlfriends are crazy? What happens to these women? Do they eventually go on to birth babies and care for their elderly parents and scramble up gigantic pans of eggs on Sunday mornings for oodles of loungeabouts who later have the nerve to inquire about what's for dinner? Or is there some corporate rest home for crazy bitches chain in cities across the land that I'm unaware of that houses all these women who used to love men who later claim they were actually crazy bitches? Lastly, there are the unknown unknowns. The things, Gump, that you don't know. A, you have nothing for these women. B, these women have nothing for you. C, and yet. D, and yet. E, you are loved. Sugar.